Hey everyone, my name is Patrick Hakim and welcome to our very first episode of Sat Pulse. Now, to get where we're going, I want you to imagine a world where every financial decision you are making is backed by Bitcoin. That's right. So for me, the premise of where I'm coming from is I believe Bitcoin is the new standard reserve asset. I believe everyone is going to be valuing their assets in Bitcoin, in Satoshis, and this is what we're going to discuss as we move forward here. So for you guys that don't know me and a little bit about me, I'm a retired Bitcoin miner. Some will say I'm still actively participating in the network, but the idea is I'm not mining the way I used to be anymore. But when I was mining, it took me a lot to understand what Bitcoin was, what was the power of Bitcoin, why is it in such high demand, what is the supply looking like of Bitcoin? And when you start to understand these basic foundational principles of Bitcoin, which I'm going to help you guys understand as we move forward through this next week, what can we do when you start to value assets, when you're a real estate agent and you're valuing homes in Bitcoin, when you're valuing gold in Bitcoin, when you're valuing silver in Bitcoin? So when you take a step back and you understand gold right now is only at a $13 trillion market cap. Bitcoin is sitting at number 12, right about $600 billion in market cap. Silver is sitting at about $1.4 trillion as we speak today at number 6. So when you start to look at if you're a silver bug or you're a gold bug or you're a real estate investor or even an average everyday working class American trying to keep their family just above water, it is imperative that you understand how to keep your purchasing power. Where do you keep your dollars? How do you store your wealth? What do you do for your family when crap hits the fan and you need to pull money out and create an emergency plan, right? These are the types of situations where Bitcoin can show its real worth and its real value. So one of the things we're going to move forward to is understanding that right now, this just came out, the news is, it's all over, guys. The SEC is accepting BlackRock's new ETF. Now, this is really strange because not only have they said no multiple times to many different companies or family offices or hedge funds that have wanted to create an ETF, but they've also said now we're going to include this to approve a 2 times leverage. To me, this looks like the game is about getting your Bitcoin. It seems like they're going to create opportunities where they want to have Americans and everyday people leverage their Bitcoin and they're going to bet on Bitcoin and they're going to lose big. Because if you understand Bitcoin, the power of Bitcoin comes from one thing and one thing alone, that you own the private keys and you own your coins. The value of Bitcoin's proposition comes from the fact that we don't need a third-party intermediary to help us complete a transaction. And that, again, is where the power of Bitcoin comes in. So as we're going forward and we understand what's happening geopolitically, economically, we've got the World Economic Forum happening in Durban in August. These are the things that I'm going to be keeping my eye out on because I understand that there's only one asset that has ever been created in history where we know the definite supply of, and that's Bitcoin. There's only going to be 21 million Bitcoin, and there will never be any more. So until next time, you guys keep stacking, and we'll see you next time.